Right, shalom, shalom. Say kahalo, you know by Shim Yahushai, Ma'ashim Rikah Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. A salutation to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Once again, we're on the highways and the hedges, and we're in beautiful times, man. Earthquakes, famines, floods. Get Second Ezra's. Start with that. No, the ninth. Second Ezra's 9 and start at the top. Because we're in the time now. Prophecy. Pro means to say, for side means to see. Say it before it happens. And it's happening. In this Bible is speaking loud and clear. Read that.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1.
Right, this is the Holy Bible, not the Quran, not the Kivin Negras, not the white your bottom with the book. This is the true revelation. This is prophecy. Yeah? Do you believe in God, man?
It says, "You answered me then and said,
Come a bit this way, so you can... Yeah,
You answered me then and said,
right,
measure thou the time diligently in itself,
right,
and when thou seest part of the signs pass,
right. And he said, look, hold it, slow it down. When he said measure the time diligently, so how do we measure time? Through the Bible. See, this is a prophetic book. The Caucasian told us, oh, it's fiction and all that crap. No, because it talks of his downfall. You understand? We're in the downfall of the Greco-Roman Empire. Because they would have you believe that they've ruled from the beginning of time. When they make their films about Egypt, who plays the Egyptians? The Caucasians. Who plays the Israelites? The Caucasians. But the Lord said to measure the time. And we're in the time now, the downfall of the Greco-Roman Empire. Read up.
You answered me then and said,
Right.
measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and that's why we're seeing all these earthquakes and tornadoes and floods. Because we're in that prophetic time now, the downfall. We're in the downfall of our oppressor. Yeah, the one that put us in slavery. Yeah, now it's their turn. Now they're going to start to get all those detrimental. They're going to start to feel the wrath of the Most High. Yeah, read on.
When thou seest part of the signs pass, which I
Signs.
have told thee before,
Right,
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time
Right.
wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
right. And now does he say he's going to visit the world? He said he's going to visit the world. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to try and see if I can find this poster where the Most High, how he visits the world. Yeah, he might have put it down already. Let me see. No, here it is here. Can I read that? The Most High visits the world. Read it again.
Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, let's see how God visits the world.
Therefore, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 3.
Right?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people,
When you
in the
see
world,
earthquakes and uproars of the people, you got the people uproaring now. There's all people coming against their governments, fighting their governments. The sedition, they're fighting. This is what the Lord said when you see these signs. Read on. Start from to read that part again. But it says when you start to see that what?
it says, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 3.
Right.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes,
Earthquakes. Turkey got jacked up recently. They're still digging people out of the rubble now. You know what I mean? That so-called African footballer, they found him 2 days ago under the rubble. So this is the time we're in when we see earthquakes and what?
therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars
Earthquakes.
of the people in the world,
Right, in the world, because Turkey is somewhere in the world where
Then
there's
shalt
people.
thou-
Go on.
then shalt thou well understand
Right,
that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee,
right.
even from the beginning.
So he spoke from the beginning. He said all these things was going to come to pass. And that's why we said you've got to measure the time. We're not in the time for folly no more. Detrimental times are in. This is only the beginning of sorrows. There's a scripture that says the beginning of sorrows. Is there any more on that?
It says here, verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Right, what was made in the world had a beginning. See, we're the beginning of the Greco-Roman Empire coming in the early 1600s. Yeah? Well, the foundational, when we come to Alexander the Greek. We have the beginning, and now we're coming to the end. Yeah? fucking pigeons are shit on you, man. Hey, look up. Yeah, beginning and the end. Yeah, read on.
And the end is manifest.
Right, and the end is manifest means made known. And that's how we know the end is coming, by this measuring stick is the Bible. Yeah? They would have us believe that the Bible was fiction, to keep the so-called Negroes, Hispanics and Native Indians from finding out who they are. We know who we are now. True to this, the Most High is giving us this, when he told Daniel, Yahushua told Daniel to seal up the book until that time. And we're in that time now. We've been in it for a very long time, but the awakening is just really gathering the momentum now. Because there's a lot of brothers teaching this word, whether it be off doctrine, but they know that they're Israelites. That's the main thing. You know that you're an Israelite from whatever respective tribe, from Judah down to Issachar, yeah? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And the number one criminal is the Edomites, the one what's ruling the world now. They call themselves Caucasian, cave dwellers. That's why they like to meat raw. That's why they like to murder. They're bloody. They like to kill, steal. Yeah. You know.
2 Kings chapter 9, verse 5. For like all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end,
Right.
and the end is manifest.
Right.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, in wonders and powerful works,
Right.
and endings in effects and signs.
Right, and that sign, before that earthquake in Turkey, I saw a supermoon. Yeah, and I go, oh look, there's a supermoon. And the first one coming to my mind, destruction. There's destruction coming. And then a couple of days after, Turkey, wow, Turkey got licked with that thing. And it's heavy, man. The Turks, if you know about Constantinople, is where we ruled. And the Turks come in there and overtook us. So all these nations, what had us in captivity or done something to us, now the Lord is bringing the wrath upon them. The tables are turning. We're going to get out of captivity now. When they look down at us, they call us niggers, monkeys, baboons, coons, wetbacks, bow and arrows. Their time is at hand. They're going to get jacked up. Anymore? Yeah, of course, it's judgment. Yeah, the judgment is, we can see, the judgment is heavy on these. The transgression is heavy on these on these devils and these nations. But it's not only the devil, it's all these nations. It's Turkey, what do they come under? The Medo-Persian or the Arabs? Yeah? So the Ishmaelites had us in captivity as well. They used to cut our rods off and rape our women, have our women in inheritance. So this is why all these things is happening now, because of slavery. Someone's got to pay for that now. They thought they got away with it, but now it's their time to pay. The Caucasian man, they call themselves Caucasian, cave dweller, or dwellers of the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, the Edomites, that's what they're called. But God calls them Edomites. Other one, red, like Shashua, wasted away is he. Yeah, read up.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, in wonders and powerful works,
Right.
and endings in effects and signs.
Right.
And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, by faith, whereby ye have believed.
Right, so we're gonna the elect is gonna escape this. Because what's coming on the earth now, these people, the earthquake was just the beginning. Right? Because we didn't have earthquakes so regular. But these earthquakes now are regular. That's because we're coming to the time of the second coming of our King. The Black Christ is coming back. Not the white boy, this one that they put up, Cesare Borgia, said that's Jesus. They've done that for white supremacy. Yeah, so everybody can worship white, the devil himself. Did not the Bible say that the devil will turn himself into the angel of light? Yeah? Any more?
It says here, shall be preserved from the said perils.
Right, said perils, because it's perilous times coming. That's what the Lord said. Now read on.
And shall be able to escape by his works,
Right.
and by faith, and shall see my salvation in my land,
Right.
and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Right, so the Lord said he's sanctified, he's got an elect, what he's going to escape all these disasters. Asking people in Turkey, they escaped and they're buried under that rubble. They didn't escape. They don't believe in the Most High. Yeah? Just like these crackers, these Edomites, they'll tell you there is no God. Do you believe in God, man? Hello? You believe in God?
Watch the guy.
Devil. You know what I mean? These devils. What?
Verse 9. Second Ezra 9. Then shall they be in pitiable case,
Right,
which now have abused my ways,
right.
and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in
I feel like
torment.
a series that, like,
Right, and the torment
when
is
you
coming
finish
now.
work,
This man what put us in slavery, he's going to be tormented now. They got to pay up. It's time to pay the fiddler. Turkey paid, right? Turkey had to pay, yeah? Turkey had to pay. And now the rest of them are going to pay, yeah? Because remember, Esau is the one that's going to get it heavily. The transgression is going to be heavy on him. There's going to be no more remaining of the house of Esau. So that's why we say to them, enjoy your kingdom now while it lasts. As we can see, it's falling, but enjoy what's left of it. Yeah. The rates is going up. The jobs are diminishing. It's all because of the transgressions against the Israelites. Us. They called us proverbs and bywords, monkeys, baboons, coons. We're the chosen people. They actually put their mouth on God, calling God a baboon and a coon. Are you out your goddamn mind? Calling the creator a baboon, a coon. Do you believe in God, sir? You believe in God? You believe in God? You do? What colour was he? What colour? Esau, Edomites. They don't believe in God, they just say they do. They're liars, and the truth is not in them. Yeah? Yeah, they just cry, oh God, save me. They just say it. Like the Lord said to us, we do honour him with our lips, but our hearts are far from him. And we don't. What's up? Any more there?
Such as in their life have received benefits and have not known you.
Right. I've seen benefits of not knowing him.
Yeah, because obviously the benefits are basically, well, this is made for our people,
Yeah.
at the same time. The other nations, they've benefited,
From our downfall.
yeah, from our captivity, from our punishment.
Yeah.
And they furthered our affliction. So
Right.
they benefit.
Right, and that's how they built their society, off of our blood,
Looking
sweat and
on-
tears. What was the first commodities on the stock market? Slaves, cotton, sugar, and who was picking the cotton and who was cutting the sugar cane? Us. Off of our backs this society was established, so off of their backs we're going to build our kingdom, our glorious kingdom. Blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians, who are the Israelites. And our people better wake the hell up in these last days, because there's going to be no food in these shops, and they're going to feed their asses bugs. Yeah?
So see, they that have known my law, but they yet have liberty.
Right, and let's talk to our people, because our people love the law. And God said the law is not grievous. Yeah? But our people were rebellious. Did you not say that Israelites are a rebellious house? Yeah? You know?
And when yet place of repentance was open unto them,
Right.
understood not but despised it.
And they despised it, understood not. Because what did he say? The election obtained it and the rest are blinded. Romans, the 11th chapter. The rest are blinded. He's got the elect, that's all he needs. Just like he said, he's going to use 144,000 men to destroy and subjugate this whole planet. And how many they said? 7-something billion people. And you only need 144,000 to subjugate everybody. Because we're going to get spiritual powers, man. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? You know?
The quick piece of 2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 20.
Right?
There be many that perish in this life,
Right.
because they despise the law of the Most High that sets us.
Right, and that's what's going to happen. The Edomites, they're going to perish anyway, forever and ever, because they didn't get the law. Their God is Satan. Everybody's got that. I was speaking to another chap the other day, and he was telling me, oh yeah, but what about God? I said, yeah, every nation's got their own God. The white man got his God, Satan. The Arabs have got their God, Allah.
He's still Satan.
Yeah, it's all, when it goes, well, then Satan is actually an object, a fleshly, you know?
Yeah,
It could be
I-
fleshly.
yeah.
But the other, like the Allah and all that there is inanimate objects. Buddha, you can't do nothing. But Satan is actually, at least, Satan is real. You understand? So the crackers have got Satan as their God, you know what I mean? Read on.
Says here, the same must know it, 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 12.
Right.
The same must know it after death by pain.
Right, so these people, a lot of these people are going to die by pain. When you're hungry, when you starve to death, that's not a good thing. When you're underneath rubble, like in Turkey, that's not a good thing. Just imagine you're buried and you're crying out, but there's nobody coming to you. And these young little harlots, these young girls dressing like little harlots, they should be covering up. But because we're under this cracker, that's why it's another reason why this society is falling apart. Because they're godless, they're lawless. This is lawless people. Read on.
2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 13.
Right.
Therefore, be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Right, so we're not supposed to be curious how these devils are going to be punished, because they're going to be punished. You don't put God's chosen people in slavery and get away with it. There's a punishment coming for them. They've built their society off of 400 to 500 years of free labour, and then called us niggers and monkeys and wetbacks and bow and arrows and lazy, even though we built this society. Right then. How's the Emerald Lion? How's the crack?
Nice crack.
Therefore be not thou curious how the ungodly
Right?
shall be punished and when,
Right?
but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
Right, that's what we've got to do, inquire. We've got to inquire about the righteous. You know what I mean? The Israelites, blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians, they're the righteous. But what did he say? The righteous. He says the righteous, what's that? What do you say about the wicked have seduced them? Right? Because when we're around these other nations, we pick up their wicked ways, and we start to do the stuff they do. That's why they got a term saying, in Rome, do as the Romans do. But we're not supposed to do that. The Lord said, keep my commandments and live. And that's why a lot of our people are dying, because they're not keeping the commandments. They're doing. They've taken on the Aleister Crowley, do it thou will, because that's who's pushing that Esau. Gets our children for when they're young. Now they've got transgenders teaching them and all that, so they're teaching the young men to be more effeminate, and they're teaching the young women to be masculine. That's androgynous. They're turning everybody into these androgynous demons. Baffled men, they call it. Yeah.
Therefore be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished
Right.
and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created.
Right. So this world was created for us. We are the righteous. We are the godly, the Israelites. But the Lord, because Esau was born first, he has to give him a rulership. He's gave him 3 cracks at him. Our wicked twin brother, the crackers, the Edomites, the red man. Yeah? Read that part again.
2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 15. And I have said before, now I will speak. 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 30.
Right?
Therefore, be not thou curious how the ungodly shall be punished,
Right?
and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved,
Okay.
whose the world is and for whom the world is created.
Okay.
Verse 14. Then answered I and said, these things I have said before, and I now do speak,
Right.
and I will speak it also hereafter.
Right.
And there be many more of them which perish,
Right.
and of them which shall be saved.
Right, because the Lord said, what did he say? And get Matthew 24. Let's start at the top. Yeah? Because this Bible is speaking now. Earthquakes, famines, death, destruction, speaking. Loud and clear. Matthew 24 and start at the top.
Book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 1.
Right?
Yahushua went out and departed from the temple.
Right, Yahushua is the original name, the real name for Jesus Christ. Because Jesus just means Saviour, and Christ means anointed. So it's just a transliteration for Yahushua and Mashiach. Mashiach means the anointed Saviour. So his name should be really Christ Jesus. Because he's been anointed by the Most High to save Israel, to save the Israelites. Read on.
And his disciples came to him.
Right, so his 12 disciples come to the black Christ, because Jesus was never a white boy. Did you know Jesus was a black guy?
Yes, I know.
You know. What country you from?
UK.
Oh, Uganda. All right, you're a Hamite. You know. That's why you got no spirit. His eyes dead in that. You know, like no spirit in him, bro.
He's that guy that they promote.
What Idi Amin Dada?
No, he's like, supposed to be like, he's a hammer.
Hi.
I know it's earthquake in my country as well.
Where's that?
Turkey.
Are you from Turkey? Okay. Do you know it's in the Bible that was going to happen?
Sorry?
It's in the Bible that was going to happen. Did you know that?
No.
Because you know that.
They said, I know my country is many times have an earthquake,
Yeah.
but
You know what it was called Constantinople. It was called that before. It was called Istanbul, wasn't it?
Istanbul.
It's called Constantinople. That's what it was called, Constantinople.
Oh,
Did you know that?
No.
Okay, let's Google it. It's worth a Google. Yeah.
And Syria as well.
What was Istanbul called before? It was called Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Constantinople is an ancient city in the modern-day Turkey that's now known as Istanbul.
Yeah.
Right, Constantinople is where we was, the Israelites. Yeah? Under
Before
Constantine.
the Istanbul names is what?
Constantine. You know Constantine?
Oh.
Yeah, Constantine was an Israelite. We ruled in Constantinople. And then your people, the Ottomans, come in and took us down. They took it from us. So now, this is why these things is happening. Just like the Caucasian man took us in slavery.
So where are you from?
Originally, we're from Israel.
Oh.
We are these people here, the Israelites.
Yeah. Are you from Israel?
Originally.
Okay.
But we fled in 70 AD when the so-called Caucasians come in. We had to run and hide in Egypt. We had to hide because Egypt was what? Where black people are.
Okay.
Yeah? Originally, but now they got Egyptians as white people. When you Google Egypt, what comes up? White people.
Yeah.
Right? They made films. The princes of Egypt and all this. It's white people. What is it called? Gods of Egypt. It was white people playing. Yeah?
And also before the Greek people leaves Turkey as well.
Yeah, the Greeks.
Then took it.
Yeah, but
Turkish,
Alexander the Greek, right? His father, they're Edomites. His father was Philip the Macedonian. It's in the Bible, okay? It's in the
And
Bible.
also it's
The Maccabees 101.
Ermenistan.
Armenian.
Armenia.
Armenia.
Yes.
Armenia.
They leave Turkey.
Yeah. But these are all modern day terms.
There, that Turkish people, they took the place. Then they.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I
Turkish
know.
people
And
are from.
also,
Yeah.
they did, I'm Kurdish.
Okay, you're Kurdish.
They didn't give the Turkish government. They didn't give the Kurdish people freedom.
Yeah, you're still fighting now.
Yes,
Kurds,
yes.
the Kurdish, but
I don't-
America is helping you now.
I don't like the fighting. This problem had been in I forget the name, Meclis. You know the MP, all MP, the Prime Minister, they go to the meeting. What's the name?
Of G8 or G7. The G7 meeting. Which one are you talking about? G20.
No, you know the
Brussels.
Prime Minister,
Yeah.
whole country,
Yeah, they go and they
No,
meet
no,
up.
no.
They meet up, don't they?
No. Just for example, my country,
Yeah.
the government and the MP, they go there.
Yeah.
They talk for everything. What is the name? I forget.
United Nations. Where they sit and they like
You know, I forgot the name. Let me write here.
Yeah, have a look at it. But at the end of the day, Erdogan didn't want to allow Switzerland and all the Sweden into the United Nations. So they said, let's punish Turkey and use one of our earthquake machines. Yeah?
Yes,
Did you hear about that?
I read in the news. Yeah.
Yeah, the woman said it was a woman on the stage. She said that they punished Erdogan because he didn't want to allow Sweden and what's the other one there? Not
Germany, I think.
No, Germany's already in the United Nations. No, it's is it Denmark or one of them? It's one of them. Yeah, it's one of them countries. Was Poland, I think it might be Poland. No, it's Poland. No, Poland's already in there. It's one of them countries. They said they're not going to. He didn't want to sanction Sweden and another country, so they said he's punished them. So they put that earthquake on them. They've got an earthquake machine, innit? And they fire that thing up to the atmosphere. It changes the yeah, the harp. It changes the frequencies. Makes vibrations. They can bring it anywhere. They can bring floods. They can bring famines.
Parliament.
Oh, Parliament.
They have to do Kurdish problems to talk in the
You mean talking
Parliament.
about the Turkish Parliament?
In a Parliament, yeah.
Turkish Parliament.
Yes.
Okay.
No, just
Or English Parliament.
no. I'm talking about for Kurdish people who want to be a freedom, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to the government and the MP, they have to talk on the in a majlis. Not fighting. I don't like the people the fighting. Many people.
But you've got to fight.
They fighting, they die.
Yeah,
People
but
die.
yes, but you believe in God.
Huh? No.
You believe in God. You don't believe in God. Okay.
I'm
we
atheist.
do.
Atheist.
Exodus 15 and 3. Right, quickly.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 15,
This is what God said.
verse 3.
This is God.
The Lord,
Camera as well.
the Lord is a man of war.
God is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war.
Right.
The Lord is his name.
Right, so he's a man of war. There has to be war. Because he requires wars. He requires hegemony and he requires servants. Someone has to rule.
They have to be fighting, you said.
Yes, they have to rule. They have to have a ruler. Otherwise, there's going to be anarchy. You have to have someone telling you, this is what you do, and you do it like this. Otherwise, look at this society.
Look,
You've got women ruling over men, you've got homosexuals, you've got women, you've got transgenders, you've got...
Ukraine.
Yeah?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
And
Yeah. And Russia.
Russia, they're
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
Too many children has died. Too
Yeah,
many
yeah,
people
but
has died.
someone has to. It has to talk
I know, I
I know,
don't-
but you're just a woman. You
It's
won't
not my
understand
op-
it.
my opinion.
You're just a woman,
I
but
don't
you won't
want
understand
to be
it.
people
Yeah?
not to die.
Huh? Someone has to live and
Look,
someone
in my
has to die.
country-
Are you going to live forever?
No.
So you got to die then, innit? Huh? You see what I mean? It don't make no sense what you're talking about. You see?
Also,
No,
there can be
no.
no peace.
You know that
Yeah.
in a country, I think the TV said
Yeah.
15,000. But I'm
Well, let
not
me ask you
believe.
this: how many of
Too
these
many
people died?
passed away.
How many of these people died? This here.
I know.
How many people died here? Do you know this? You know this, huh? How many people died here? Have a guess.
What they write the die people is
Have a
here.
guess how many people died.
100,000.
How much?
One.
No, that's just the scriptures. How many people died in the slave? You ever heard of the slave trade before?
No.
You never heard that black people went into slavery?
My English is not good.
No,
Sorry,
slave, no slaves. Black people
Yeah.
being sold, put in chains,
Oh yeah.
yeah, put on ships, yeah, sold around the world.
Yeah.
How many died? How many of these people died? Because you don't like death,
Too
yeah?
many. Too
How
many?
many?
Too many. I don't
Hundreds
know
of
how many.
millions.
Maybe 100 million.
Hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of
So-
millions, yeah? Of
It's
our
my
people died.
opinion. I don't want to be people's passed away. For usually children.
No, look.
The baby, 2 months. 4
Look,
months,
look, look,
5
look, look,
months.
look, 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 look. How old is this baby?
It's, maybe 2 or something. I know. Just
So
like-
what, 1 second. What happened to these little babies? People don't care about, they used our babies for alligator bait. They took the baby from the mother and they
I know.
used it as bait to bring crocodiles and alligators.
I know they.
So
do
why don't people
too-
have the
too
sympathy
many
for
wrong.
us?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
don't people have sympathy
I'm
for us?
talking about the whole people, not just the black, not just the white, not just the. For whole people, I'm talking in the world.
That's understandable. That's understandable because obviously you're not of our nation. So I can your perception of things is for everyone. You have a
Yeah, for
Catholic,
everyone.
Exactly, because you have a Catholic mindset. We're not here for everyone because the Most High is not dealing with everybody. The Heavenly Father is only.
You don't
dealing with
believe in
us.
God anyway.
No, but that's what I can understand a heathen's mindset because
Yeah.
you can't really blame them.
Look, can I read something for you at the Bible?
I'm
Get
atheist,
Psalms
you know, I
14
tell
and
you,
1.
I'm atheist.
Do you believe in God? No?
No.
Okay.
No, I have to
One
go.
more before you go. One before you go. Here's what God said about you. You don't believe it.
Don't
Psalms,
tell me on the news or something.
That's Psalms 14 and 1. Here's what God said to people who say, I don't believe in God. The white man don't believe in God. Look at his society, it's falling apart now. Because he put us in slavery. Now he's got to pay. His punishment's coming. Now read that.
The book of Psalms chapter 14 verse 1.
Right?
It says the fool.
What is a fool? Do you know what a fool is? Someone says you're a fool. You know what it means? Fool.
No,
Your
sorry.
English is no good.
No.
Yeah? A
I
fool
couldn't
is someone
understand no
who
much.
does something
And-
stupid, who doesn't believe in things, and just lives his life how he wants to, with no order. A fool. Right? Is it the fool that said what?
It says the fool have said in his heart, there is no God.
Right, so someone who said that there is no God is a foolish person. He's stupid. His mindset is,
Corrupt.
corrupt.
They are corrupt. They have done
Yeah.
abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Right, and there's none that do good.
I have too many friends.
You have?
Black, English,
Yeah.
Italy, many country I
But who
have. I
done
know
this?
them
There's a white man
before.
love us.
Back,
The white
back,
people love us.
Back, you know the
Huh?
before. I know the before the what's the I know everything, but I can't explain to you everything. So-
No, we understand.
So I'll put this on there. You can't explain because your English is not that good.
Sorry?
Your English is not that good.
Yes.
How long you been here?
Oh, don't ask me this question.
Why not? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 5 days? 1 month? 6 months? Have a nice day.
Don't put it in the news, my man, please.
On the news? No, it's not going on the news. It's not going on the news. It's going on the
Camera
internet.
here.
No, this is for ours. So when people come up, we've got evidence that they've done
Because my
something. They tried to
English is
spit
not
us or
very
something.
well, you know.
Huh?
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. All right, jump back.
So Matthew's
We've got Captain Kirk there. Captain Kirk. Yeah, Matthew's 24.
Matthew chapter 24.
Right?
And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple.
Right.
And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple.
Right, to show him the buildings of the temple.
And Yahushua said unto them,
Yeah.
See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another
Yeah.
that shall not be thrown down.
And in Turkey, man, that earthquake was one stone was not upon another, bro. I saw the rubble and I was like, God damn. That place got, the transgressions on that place was heavy.
Yeah, there was one this was an adult and the child or whatever, he was holding the child's hand until the child passed